Hey there, it's William Westhopper from Q for Cars, and this week we are in a Civic Hybrid sports touring sedan. This is Honda's 2025 model, and we're taking it on a road trip, so stay tuned as we tour the roads and see what our mileage is. It's hard to believe that since the early 1970s, when I first remember seeing the little Honda two-door car that people thought were just two Honda motorcycles stuck together, it has become this, the 11th generation Civic. Behold, the 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid. You can either get it as a sedan, as we have it here in a sport touring package, or you can get it in a sporty hatchback. So let's talk Civic Hybrid power. With 232 foot-pounds of torque, it is the most powerful non-Type R Civic ever, while earning an impressive 50 miles to the gallon. So where are we on mileage? Right now we're at 50.3. We have 376 miles of range. We've gone 66.3 miles. It's a little windy out, and there is some wind buffeting with the car. A little bit of wind buffeting with the car, but not too bad. The car handles very well in and out of traffic without any problem. And the best thing, of course, the safety sense in this vehicle is great. It's really, really good. The display on the screen that tells me what's around me at all time, and I see the blind spot information system is working very well. It's telling me what's going on. I also see what taillights are on or off. Now this car is new, so it's not going to have a burned out taillight, but I could tell there because it's going to tell me on the dashboard what my taillights are doing and what my turn signals are doing and what my headlight. The thing that I'm really getting a kick out of for this little Honda Civic, which I never ever thought was possible, it's fun to drive. It really is a lot of fun to drive this car. I really thought a Honda Civic was nothing more than just a econo-box, but not a fun econo-box to drive. You don't think of econo-boxes as being fun vehicles to drive, but this one is. For those of you who like sporty cars, the Civic meets that. Check out the Type R Civic. Not a hybrid, though both the hybrid and the Type R are a lot of fun to drive. Driving fun is what you want in any car, even a fuel-sipping hybrid. The Civic is a car, while so many other manufacturers are not building cars anymore. Honda has a long history as a manufacturer of motorcycles. Automobiles, though, started in 1963 with a mini car, the N360, something we never got to see here in the USA. And that Civic really is what started the front transverse mounted engines and front wheel drive that many automobiles use today. Our tester is in Urban Gray Pearl, a color that is exclusive to the Civic. All hybrid models are now available with gray interior color. So let's take a look inside the Civic to get a look at the impressive refreshed interior. The dash looks pretty nondescript until you take notice of the latticework details. Built into that is the air vents with 3 controls in the center, the right, and far left. The steering wheel has impressively designed switches. The center console has 2 very usable cup holders, an old-school automatic gear shift with drive modes, and an electric parking brake. And yes, wireless device charging right there in the center. The center-mounted 9-inch color touchscreen is a tad old school, looking like a monitor sitting on the top of the dash. All very Google connected and worked very well with my Android phone. The leather-trimmed seats are surprisingly comfortable, but could use a bit more support for a longer drive. Well, the only thing I'm not really super thrilled about is the seat. Now, the seat is probably one of the more comfortable seats that I've been in, but it doesn't have that extra support, so my lower back is giving me a little bit of a pain, which is rare for me, but usually only when there's a seat that doesn't have a whole lot of support. So it's sort of like a little bit of a sling, but at least it's not pumping into my cheekbones like some seats are. This tester had an operable glass sunroof with a fabric shade, all standard on this trim package. And the 12-speaker premium sound system was a great addition while driving this Civic. For 2025, this is the 11th generation Civic. This comes in 3 trim levels, starting with the Sport and topped by the Hybrid, Electric, Sport, Hybrid, and Sport Touring Hybrid. This test model is the 4-door hybrid sport touring. Price point, $34,045, including $1,095 delivery and handling, though dealer prices may be different. There's a Honda Prologue brand new in front of us with a new temp tag. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully we're going to see more of those on our trip. And thanks for watching Q for Cars for this episode on the Honda Civic Hybrid Sport Touring Sedan.